So the last part ended off with Izuku basically he telling everyone to shut the hell up. Well, he already knows that you can already see the blue flames. So Zawa runs in and says, "Everyone, get up! We're being attacked by villains." Izuku says, "I can obviously see that." So Izuku looks out. Izuku looks out. Izuku then says, no, everyone split up into 5 groups. Aizawa, you take half of the students, and he points to one beast teacher saying, "You irrelevant guy. You get half of these students as well." Well, everyone split up into 2 groups and get on and start running and run for the exits throughout the forest. If you get caught, goodbye. Izuku then literally runs off. Well, everyone's like, so he really just gonna run off with it? He gonna really just run off without us like that? Really? So Zuko's just running off right now. He's jumping from branch to branch in the forest until a knife suddenly almost cuts him. But he dodged it, of course. And so he lands on a branch and he swings around it, but he then catches himself and says, "Who's there?" He lets himself go. Oh, once he gets down, he looking for in front of him. He sees a blonde-haired girl. She just says, "So you're the infamous Izuku that I've heard about." Oh, she says, "You're quite handsome." Izuku says, "Thank you. Now who are you?" She says, "I'm Hamiko Toga." Okay, and I'm here to take you with us. Since my master for some reason wants your quirk. Izuku says, "Oh, that's cool, no, but I'm not going with you." She then says, "What if I told you that we had your mom?" Izuku says, I will cut you into ribbons and then sell you, and then I will give you right back to your boss." She says, "Chill, I'm lying, but still, you gotta come with me." So then she threw a few knives at Izuku. Look, and Izuku literally he took like a took fuck. He bet nah, he ain't take nothing out because I'm not gonna say he has no katanas on him. I'm just gonna say he like starts grabbing. He grabs one of the knives, the first knife that he got that Toga threw at him, and he starts swinging at all of the goddamn other knives that she's throwing at him, knocking them away. Zukin says, throwing a weapon at an enemy that is easily catchable shouldn't really be a good idea. She says, "So what? Hey, you're just a UA kid. Not only that, you're a first year. You'll be easy to take down. Once my boss gets your quirk, I'll just take you and kill you. Nothing more, nothing less." Zuko says, I see. Suzuku dashed at her and literally cut both her legs. Not off, he didn't cut them off, but he cut them to the point where they bleeding. After he cut him, she falls down screaming. And Zuko says, "So you still think I'm easy to take away?" She says, "What the fuck? How? You're just a weak UA kid. You shouldn't be this strong." Zuko says, "I literally just cut your legs, and you think that's strong?" So Zuko then grabs her by the arms, since her legs are temporarily paralyzed right now. No, since he hit her in specific spots, he just grabbed her by her arms and started dragging her. I mean, he is dragging the shit out of her while walking. He is dragging her, making sure she hits branches and shit, until he runs into another villain. What was that villain's name? I'm gonna just say Spinner, and that one nigga that was with Spinner during this haul. So Zuko's like, "Oh God, not two more villains." So Spinner says, "Let her go," but Izuku says, "What are you, a hero? What the fuck you mean, let her go? She's a villain." Spinner then says, "So am I, so let her go." Izuku says, "And why would I listen to a villain?" He says, "Because we villains also have rights." Izuku says, "You had rights." I saying, technically, you're a lizard. I could kill you and nobody would care. Izuku, he just, Izuku then said, Spinner then said, "Wait, what?" Izuku then says, "Nobody would believe a lizard if you told them that I nearly killed you." Spinner started backing up, saying, "You're a hero. You wouldn't kill." Izuku says, there's a difference between me and other heroes. I'm willing to risk my reputation. to save an innocent life. I'm lying to myself. I'm only doing this for the money. I don't really give a shit about any of y'all really. So Zuko then dashes at him, making his hands into claws, making one for all go into his fingertips and started slashing at his arms and his legs. Once he got done, Zuko then says, "You're really just weak, bro. Like you're really just a normal guy with lizard strength and speed. That's all you are, bro." Oh, and Spinner then says, "I can also climb on walls and shoot poison." And Zuko then says, "That's worse. I should kill you, but I won't." Spinner then said, "Why?" And Zuko then says, "So you can know that you got beat up by a 16-year-old kid with the quirk that can nearly kill him if he uses 100% of it." So Zuko then looks at. I might have to actually search up that nigga name. Cause I don't know that. I don't know that nigga's name. Hey, bro, like, what the hell is that name? I spelled league wrong, but I don't care. I put legends on. What the hell am I doing, bro? What am I doing with my life? Tamaki on that one twice, muscular. I don't give a shit. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. I don't even care no more. I don't care about League of Legends. So Zuku right now, after he did all that, he just looks at this other villain and quickly knocks her out, saying, "I don't have time for this." So he then starts running. Then he remembers Coda. He's saying, "Oh yeah, I forgot about that little shit. Should I save him?" He then looks up and saw muscular, really muscular, who is walking towards Coda. He says, I could save him, but I have this female villain right here in my hands, who I could literally just. What if I use her as a human shield?" He says, "Oh yeah, fuck that." So Zuko dashes up, using one for all his feet, his legs to not only make himself faster, but he also using his eyes so time, so he could basically see time in a slower rate. And so once he gets up there, he just says, "Oh, hey, where the villains at?" As soon as this nigga muscular is about to hit Koda, Izuku throws Toga right at the head. She screams, she screams, but it's already too late. She got punched straight into the freaking mountainside, which knocked her out. No, muscular and looked at Izuku and says, "You know that was brutal." Izuku says, "You could have stopped. That's not my problem." He then says, "Bro, that was a woman." Izuku says, "You killed this kid's parents, and his mother was a woman. Why are you complaining?" Not only that, she's like 17 to 16 to 18. That changes nothing. She is still like my age. She's close to my age. Ain't you really gonna say that's a woman? You should have just said that was like some villain activity. You really just stupid. Muscular says, "Oh well, she was just a side villain." He rushed at Izuku, going trying to punch Izuku, but of course Izuku ducks under it, uses his claws, uses his one for all makeshift claws, and stabs him right through the gut. Oh, but of course Muscular uses his muscle, his quirk. I don't even know what it's called, but he uses it to like uses muscles to like shield his stomach. And Izuku's claws, no, his claws can't really get stuck, so he could just stop using his quirk, and the claws just dissipate. So he pulls out his claws and says, "Yes, I guess you will be a hard fight." So Zuko then like uses one for all in his entire body, saying, "Come at me," getting into a fighting stance. Oh, this nigga muscular runs at Izuku, going to punch him in the head, but Izuku moves his head to the side, dodging it with no effort. And after this, Izuku just start dodging like he has ultra instinct, but he's really just moving slightly. Since since Izuku says you're really just a sloppy fighter, you're really just a sloppy fighter with a very strong body and quirk. You're nothing special really. Which and he's saying this all just to spite this nigga, Musk. This nigga muscular is getting angrier and angrier by the second. Every time Izuku says something, he just gets angrier and angrier. Until basically he manages to hit Izuku. And Izuku slides back. Right? Deepening his feet into the freaking ground just so he doesn't go back too far. Izuku says, well, that was something. He immediately dashed out of the ground because since he knew that this nigga muscular wasn't going to expect it. Once he dashed out of the ground, muscular turned. I had already turned to Coda, but it's too late because Azuka already roundhouse kicked him straight on the neck, almost breaking this nigga's spine. So this nigga muscular is kicked into the mountainside wall. But he gets back up and says, kid, that could have killed me. What the hell is wrong with you? Azuka says, I don't give a shit. I don't care. And I really wish that did kill you. Muscular says, he then starts laughing, saying, I never thought that I'd see a kid wanting to kill me. Especially in front of another kid. Azuka looked at Cody and said, fuck this kid. Dude, I really just decided to come up here just so I could fuck you up. I really don't give a shit about this nigga. Izuku is muscular says, you're a unique kind of hero. I might miss you when you're gone. Izuku says, what, you gonna kill me? Muscular says, yeah, duh, that's what villains do. Izuku says, okay. You ever heard of a dick shot? Muscular said, what? But Izuku is too late. Izuku already dashed right there in front of him. And he did that Johnny Cage split nut punch, punching this nigga straight in the nuts. Nigga muscular immediately gripped his shit and started screaming. Cause Izuku can control 40%, and Izuku punched him with the full 40%, and then he just looks at him, yeah, nigga. Izuku says, what kind of man doesn't have protection over his own balls, bro? Muscular was about to say something, but Izuku says, you have all that muscle and you couldn't protect that one part, bro, really? So Izuku then starts stomping him out on the ground while Koda is watching. But Izuku doesn't care. He just brutally starts stomping this nigga out. Till this nigga muscular doesn't even look the same anymore, bro. So Izuku starts walking away saying, you can find your own way home. After all, you've been here longer than me. I have a few villains to go catch. So Izuku grabs Toga. Izuku grabs Toga and Muscular and starts jumping around the forest using full count and 40%. And he's just jumping around till he sees this nigga, Mr. Compress and Dabi. Izuku jumps down, seeing as Dabi Dabi then looks at him and says, another kid? Izuku says, what do you mean another? And then Mr. Compress says, we have what we came for. Well, at least half of it. He just says, what is your name, kid? Izuku says, I'm not telling you. Then they said, I guess we have to beat it out of you till we find Midoriya. Izuku says, oh, you were looking for me. Then they said, wait, what? He says, yeah, I'm right here. Then it says, Izuku says, who were the other one you looking for? He says, Bakugokusuke. Izuku says, I see. Where is he? And then Mr. Compress pulled out Marvel saying, he's here, just not unconscious. Izuku says, oh my god, I should have expected that idiot would get taken. Oh well, never the matter. It'll be easy taking on you both. Oh, Izuku said, oh, Dabi said, are you sure about that? And they started shooting blue flames at Izuku. But Izuku didn't care. He just literally put Muscular right in front of him and started walking through it, allowing Muscular to burn. Then after that, after Muscular fully burnt it and Dabi saw it, he says, that's quite brutal, kid. Then Izuku says, yeah, shoot another one, dog. Oh, while putting Toga in front of him. But Dabi hesitates to talk. Izuku says, Izuku then smiles, saying, "Oh, really? A villain falling in love? That's crazy." Then Nabi says, "What do you mean? She's too young for me, anyways." Izuku then says, "You know the age of consent in Japan, right?" Nabi says, "As people don't even like that rule, so what's the point?" Wait, Izuku says, I guess so, but hey, you do you." He then grabs Toga's leg and threw her right at Dabi. Dabi catches her, but Izuku's right in front of him. Izuku's right in front of him, ready to punch him, but Mr. Compress came in clutch and grabbed Izuku's arm, turning him into a marble. Then they said, we got both of what we needed. Let's just go." Oh, and they left. That's just Of course, Momo the goat has a tracker on Izuku. Since Izuku is literally not only the most creative, but he's also the most troublemaking, along with Bakugo. And she has a tracker on all of them, which weirded everybody out. But yeah, so I guess we should just skip to the next arc, the rescue mission. But before that, let's get to what they did after they put Izuku in restraints. So now they're putting Izuku, who is knocked out in restraints, next to Bakugo. Once Izuku, once Bakugo wakes up, he says, "Where the hell am I?" And he starts yelling. And Izuku wakes up, and Izuku saying, "Bro, shut the fuck up, bro." Izuku looks around and says, "Wait, where the fuck are we?" And then Shigaraki says, "You're at our base." Basically, Izuku says, "Base? Motherfucker, I am at a strip club. I see a bartender. I see him passing out wine and shit. All you need is the strippers. Where the fuck are we, bro?" Yo, Bakugo then says, "Can you act mature for at least one goddamn second? We have been kidnapped and you're acting like a goddamn child." Izuku says, "I'm acting like a child. Nigga, I have been kidnapped. You know, and I wake up inside of a bar. How else do you want me to react? You want me to start screaming like you? Nigga, screaming will get us killed." Izuku says, "Anyways, who's the boss?" And Shigaraki walks up and Izuku says, "Oh, Krusty, what's good?" Shigaraki then gets mad and says, "Don't call me Krusty, Brad. Now tell us. Now tell me. How did you get your quirk?" Izuku says, "Oh, me?" Izuku says, "Oh, it's quite simple, actually. I was born with it." Wait, Shigaraki says, "You can't play that with us. I know that you got your quirk from All Might." This shocks Bakugo, and Izuku says, "Oh, I don't know what you're talking about." Shigaraki then gets mad and says, "Kid, don't play games with us. We know damn well that you have one for all." Izuku says, "What the fuck is one for all? Nigga, my quirk is called my quirk is called body enhancement." And this nigga then Bak is it this nigga Shigaraki says, "If so, then why the hell do you have to send quirk as All Might?" Izuku says, "Is Bro, how's my quirk the same as All Might's if my quirk has lightning and his don't? When have you ever seen lightning around All Might?" Like, this nigga Shigaraki to take a second to actually think for a second. But it says, no, my master said you had off one for all. And my master knows everything about one for all." Izuku says, "Who is your master? Who is your master?" Shigaraki says, "All for one." He says it in a dark, dramatic voice. Izuku says, "You ain't gotta be dramatic, first off, dickhead. And second, I guess you called me. I do got one for all." Oh, Shigaraki says, "Good, now pass it over." Izuku says, "What?" Izuku says, "So you want me to pass over my quirk like it's a fucking blunt?" No, this nigga Shigaraki says, "Precisely." Izuku says, "Okay, listen. This how we finna do it." Izuku looks down and sees that he just got on regular handcuffs and shit. Izuku says, "So you guys have quirk notification handcuffs, right?" And Shigaraki says, "Yeah, why?" Izuku says, "Okay, so why you lying to me?" Shigaraki says, "What do you mean?" Izuku says, "Okay, listen, this is how it's gonna go. How in the hell do you, how why would the hell would not only would villains have quirk no, fuck nullification nullification handcuffs. Uh, Villains having notification handcuffs is unheard of. So unless you stole these handcuffs from a few idiotic cops, you're lying to me. This nigga Sugar just says no. Their quirk their quirk ne- nullification handcuffs. This nigga says okay. So if I use my quirk right now, it wouldn't work, right? Striker just says precisely. Okay, Zuka just says okay. Listen, he uses his quirk and immediately bitch slap uh, Shigaraki with 40%. Saying, nigga, you can't lie to someone like me. So all the other villains get into a stance while Zuko is letting Bakugo go free, saying, Bakugo, come on, bro, we gotta get out of here real quick. Because Zuko then looks at a villain that is new, and he just says, so tell me, how long have we been knocked out before? Or this nigga a random villain that says one day. Zuko says, oh okay. Don't worry though. My class, my friend, my teachers will be here soon. Don't worry. The villains, everyone that says, "Wait, what do you mean our teachers? Your teachers will be here?" Even Bakugo goes confused. Asukuna says, "Hey, Bakugo, listen. I don't know if you take showers, bro, but you literally have like, look at your arm. Look at your arm." Bakugo then looks at his arm. It saw, look at the arm at his arm. And saw that he literally now has a goddamn thing on. What the fuck was it called? A tracker. Yeah, a tracker. Bakugo then says, wait, how the hell did I get this on? Sukuna says, nigga, you had it on. Momo put one on all of us. That's when we all left when the village first showed up, just so we don't get mixed up. Remember? Bakugo then says, no, I don't remember. She unconsensually put this on me. And Sukuna says, it's a good thing she did, because now she'll get to the heroes and they'll find us. Now help me hold off the villains. And Zuko then puts one frog into his eyes and starts speed blitzing all the low ranking ass villains. And I mean, he's literally just punching the air since One For All. You know how One For All is. And you know how air is one of the strongest goddamn elements there is. But still, he punches the air. And he stays back from range and just starts punching the air at villains, knocking them back with wind fist or something like that. Bakugo is using AP shots at these niggas. Once all the low ranking villains are done, Togo walks in and says, hey, sit back down. No, your friends won't come and save you, and you're really just outmatched. As the main cast of League of Villains show up, Azukuna says, as a hero is never you know, I cannot finish that. Yeah, she just says finish what Azuka says. I cannot finish that speech. I'm gonna feel so weird. I'm gonna feel like I'm becoming him. He points at Bakugo. Bakugo says, "What does that mean?" Azuka says, "A cringy ass hero." And that's what I'm talking about. Bakugo says, "How the hell is that cringy?" Azuka says, "When was the last time you ever heard someone speak about how a hero never falls, other than in shows or All Might?" Bakugo then looks down and says, "Never." Zuko says, yes, exactly. So Zuko and Bakugo, yeah, start sending off ranged attacks at Toga, Dabi, and Shigaraki. So Bakugo is sending it at Dabi and Vaporini, I guess. But my main target is him.
shit, I forgot where I was, boss. I passed out for a second. What the hell? But yeah, Zuko. They started defending themselves until Bakugo yelled, not Bakugo, until the someone at the door said pizza delivery. As soon as they heard that, they like, bro, who ordered pizza? Zuko says come in, and immediately the door was punched down. Almost says thank you for going with the plan. And Zuko says no problem. And then he starts fighting all the villains until eventually All For One comes out. So Zuko right now is, I mean, All Might jumps up and start fighting All For One. But Zuko's just sitting down thinking to himself right now. Thinking about how All For One created One For All. And then Zuko thought to himself, wait a minute. What if I just... The brothers at the end don't work, but still. I'm guessing that's why I ended here because I'm really just passing out every 5 fucking seconds. Good night, y'all, and I love y'all. Like and subscribe if you want, I guess. Good night.